Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the University of Southern Queensland's Faculty of Business and Law graduation ceremony. Could I ask you to please be upstanding for the entry of the academic procession? Please remain standing for the singing of the national anthem.
Australians, all let us rejoice, for we are young and free, with golden soil and wealth for toil. Our home is good by sea, our land abounds in nature's gifts of beauty rich and rare. In history's page let every stage advance Australia fair. In joyful strains then let us sing, advance Australia fair.
Chancellor, Vice-Chancellor, the Honourable David Bartlett, other distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, and especially our graduates and diplomats, their families and friends. My name is Ronelle Arvier and I'm a member of the academic board of the university. In the spirit of reconciliation, the University of Southern Queensland recognises that it is situated on country for which the Djarawa and Guyarbil people have been custodians for many centuries. Today, we are honoured by the company of many distinguished guests, and it's my very pleasant duty to acknowledge their presence. In addition to our Chancellor, Mrs. Bobby Brazel, our Vice-Chancellor and President, Professor Jan Thomas, we also welcome our graduation speaker for today's ceremony, the Honourable David Bartlett, and his wife, Larissa Bartlett. And again, let me extend a very warm welcome to our soon-to-be graduates, their family and friends. This is your day, and this graduation ceremony is truly a proud celebration of your achievements. It's now my very pleasant duty to invite the Chancellor of the University, Mrs. Bobby Brazel, to formally welcome you to today's ceremony.
Thank you, Professor, and good morning to you all. A very special welcome to our graduating class from the Faculty of Business and Law to this great celebration of your success. I would like to also especially welcome family members and friends of our graduating students, along with our special guests and members of the university community. I know that many of you have travelled a considerable distance to be part of this very special occasion. As Chancellor and Chairman of the Governing Council of USQ, I am always delighted to share the excitement and satisfaction that this day brings to all of us. Students and their near and dear ones, our dedicated staff, and the vast cohort of friends of USQ. And I'm pleased to bring you also the very good wishes of USQ Council members. Thank you all for any part you have played in assisting our students to achieve the recognition of their success here today. Graduates, today is your day. seize the day. My congratulations and very best wishes for your future success and happiness. Thank you.
Thank you, Chancellor. It's my pleasure to invite the Vice-Chancellor and President of the University, Professor Jan Thomas, to the lectern.
Chancellor, it's my pleasure to introduce to you our guest speaker today, the Honourable David Bartlett. Honourable David Bartlett entered the Parliament of Tasmania in 2004, following an extensive career in the information technology and telecommunications industry. David is now Director of Explore Consulting and is also Chairman of Asdec Labs, which is currently expanding operations into the United States. He is a Senior Advisor to the Nous Group and on the Advisory Board for the Centre for New Public Education. It is my very great pleasure to introduce to you our graduation speaker for this morning, the Honourable David Bartlett.
Chancellor and Vice-Chancellor, other many distinguished guests, and of course graduands and diplomats, it is indeed a great pleasure and a privilege to be with you today, and I thank you, Vice-Chancellor and Chancellor, for the invitation to enjoy not only a spectacularly beautiful Toowoomba morning, but also to be engaged with the thrill and the joy of a graduation ceremony, something that frankly I never get sick of. Today, the topic I want to talk on is about technological change, and it's appropriate that I talk on that topic here at the University of Southern Queensland because of its extraordinary leadership as a university over the last 15 or 16 years in online education. It has indeed led the nation and in part led the world and continues to do so, and I congratulate you on that, Vice-Chancellor. Lastly, David, remember what the brains behind President Roosevelt said, that is Eleanor Roosevelt: the future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams. At 22, David, sitting there, you have beautiful dreams. Believe in them. With warmest regards, David. I wish you, the graduands and diplomats, all the very best of success. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, the most significant part of graduation ceremonies is, of course, when our graduands are formally awarded their degrees by the Chancellor and they receive their testaments from her as evidence of their achievements. Would all our graduands and diplomats please rise? Chancellor, I am honoured to present the candidates from the Faculty of Business and Law. I hereby certify that these candidates have fulfilled all requirements for the awards to be presented.
Thank you, Vice-Chancellor. With the authority of the Council of the University of Southern Queensland, I hereby admit you to your degrees and award your diplomas to those of you who have qualified. I also admit to their degrees and award their diplomas those students who are unable to join us today, but whose names are listed on the formal graduation program. Congratulations to you all. I now call upon the Deputy Dean of the Faculty of Business and Law, Professor Geoffrey Cockfield, to present his graduates from the postgraduate programs.
Chancellor, I wish to present the following graduates. For the degrees of Master of Business Administration and Master of Professional Accounting, Felicia Sarah Anstey. Degrees of Master of Project Management and Master of Business Administration, Katie Kilpatrick. Zelina Ruslan. Chancellor, that completes the presentation of postgraduate programs from the Faculty of Business and Law.
Thank you, Professor Cockfield. I now call on the Associate Dean, Learning and Teaching from the Faculty of Business and Law, Associate Professor Jane Summers, for her graduates from the Schools of Accounting, Economics and Finance. Thank you.
Chancellor, I wish to present the following graduates. For the degree Bachelor of Commerce, Bachelor of Business, Catherine Priscilla Donovan. Bianca Lorraine Moffat. For the degree Bachelor of Commerce, Ahmad Sal Al-Saudi. Chancellor, that completes my presentation of graduates from the School of Accounting, Economics and Finance.
Thank you, Associate Professor Summers. I now call upon the Dean of the Faculty, Professor Alan Layton, to introduce his candidates from Marketing and Management, from the Schools of Marketing and Management and Law and Information.
Chancellor, I'm pleased to present to you the following graduates. For the degree Bachelor of Business, Justin Robert Jeffrey Ackland. Rashid Musabe Al-Mazuri. Chancellor, that completes my presentation of the graduates from the Faculty of Business and Law.
Thank you, Professor Layton. I now call upon the DV's Deputy Vice-Chancellor, Research and Innovation, Professor Mark Harvey, to present the doctoral candidates.
I'd like to invite Fael Kar El Sayed to come forward. Chancellor, I wish to present the following candidate for the Doctor of Philosophy with a dissertation entitled Multimedia Model for Supporting Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander Health Workers in Preventing Communicable Diseases. Supervisors Professor Jeffrey Saw and Dr Zoe Wang. Chancellor, Dr Fael Kar El Fayed. I'd like to invite Anir Rofik to please come forward. Chancellor, I wish to present the following candidate for the Doctor of Philosophy with a dissertation entitled Impact of Cyber Fraud and Trust of E-Commerce Systems on Purchasing Intentions, Analysing Planned Behaviour in Indonesian Businesses. Supervisors Associate Professor Joseph Muller and Dr Albert Scott. I would like to invite Unyan Kumar Delroy to please come forward. Chancellor, I wish to present the following candidate for the Doctor of Philosophy with a dissertation titled An Investigation into the Adequacy of Existing and Alternate Property Rights Regimes to Achieve Sustainable Management of Subardian Mangrove Forest in Bangladesh. Supervisors Dr Khurshid Alam and Professor Jeff Gao. We'd also like to acknowledge the presence of Wahida Zahra, who graduates with a Doctor in Philosophy in Accounting. Supervisors Professor Marie Kavanagh and Dr Melissa Johnson-Morgan. Chancellor, that completes the presentation of research graduates from the Faculty of Business and Law.
I now call on the Senior Deputy Vice-Chancellor, Professor Janet Verbler, to present the University Medal.
I would like to ask Ms Sarah Louise McKibben to come forward.
Chancellor,
I present Sarah Louise McKibben, who was awarded the Bachelor of Laws First Class Honours from the Faculty of Business and Law, and who is also being awarded with the University Medal today.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's now my great pleasure to invite Sarah Louise McKibben to deliver the valedictory address on behalf of her fellow graduates. She graduated today with, as you can see, a Bachelor of Law First Class Honours.
Good morning, Chancellor, Vice-Chancellor, the Honourable David Bartlett, distinguished guests, academic staff of the University, fellow graduates, ladies and gentlemen. I'm honoured and deeply humbled to deliver the Faculty of Business and Law's valedictory address on behalf of my fellow graduates. After years of hard work, we are gathered today to enjoy the fruits of our labour. Today marks the end of one chapter of our lives and the beginning of the next. Today, we became graduates of the University of Southern Queensland. Congratulations and well done. We come from many walks of life. It would be disrespectful for me to speak to our individual collective experiences of tertiary education. In fairness, though, we have all probably sacrificed much to further our education and graduate. Receiving our degrees today simply reinforces our tenacity. I could liken us to having survived the 12 labours of Hercules and living to tell the tale. Yes, we may not have wielded a club to stun and eventually slay the Nemean lion, or gathered golden apples of the Hesperides, Atlas's daughters, but we have held the world on our shoulders. We prepared for our next battle by amassing knowledge and wielding select weapons in our assignments and exams. Our intellect, determination, and resolve to succeed. These are dangerous weapons, to be sure. Who would dare fight with a pen racing aggressively across the page during the last 5 minutes of an exam? Our Herculean efforts have made it possible for us to receive our degrees in the company of our family and friends today. Like many of you, I never thought this day would come. Our progress may have been slow, but the years have come to pass. Even assignments and exams could not halt our progress. Someone in first year told me time would fly, and before I knew it, I would graduate. I was sceptical, yet here we all are. We have finally crossed that ever-receding finishing line, graduation, to receive our prize, our testament. We are seated here because of our hard work, dedication, and the support of several key groups of people. At this point, it would be impolite not to acknowledge and thank the people who have helped us along the way. Thank you to the teaching staff for your support, sharing your wealth of knowledge, challenging and inspiring us, and having a seemingly unlimited supply of patience. Without you, our successes would not be possible. To our classmates, well done again. Thanks for being there. I fondly remember hours of productive study with classmates. Perhaps you will miss something unique about your university experience now you have graduated. Certainly, I will miss gazing out at the flowering jacarandas in the quadrangle from the university library with a mixture of admiration and horror. The lovely mauve blooms would signal to me that the end-of-year exams were just around the corner, which ensured study, stress, and terror followed in quick succession. Or, if you believe folklore, terror follows because it is too late to start exam preparation when skies and slippery carpets of purple appear. Jacarandas are an unreliable indicator of preparation time because they often bloom far too early or too late. Now that I think about it, this unreliable method explains a great deal. Regardless of whether you use this method or not, or it has any semblance to a memory of your time at university, you are in front of me as a testament to you surviving the onslaught of assessment every semester. We will also not forget the lifelong friendships we forged along the way. To our family and friends, words are not enough. Thank you for standing by us and being there through good times and bad, saying nothing about our strange sleeping patterns, late nights and harried states when deadlines loom, for telling us there is more to life than study. Your unwavering support deserves praise, even if we do occasionally take you for granted. I would also like to thank my family for their unconditional love and support during my education. Thank you to my brothers for sharing my excitement and occasional anger about legal developments, even if you feigned interest. Thank you to my mother and stepfather for encouraging me. After today, my mother can rest assured she will never have to reply to my melodramatic statement, "I think I'm going to fail," with a reassuring message ever again. I would like to dedicate my achievements and the source of my motivation to my late father. He studied at university twice without finishing and battled with bipolar disorder throughout his adult life. Dad always encouraged and inspired me to study. Lastly, I would like to take this time to acknowledge our university's motto. Our motto means, "Through study, the mind is renewed." It is undoubtedly true. We have received our degrees equipped with knowledge, skills, and a work ethic which should open many doors. Receiving a university education is a privilege, one that few around the world are able to receive. For many of us, we will no longer be required to spend hours structuring assignments or undertaking all-important last-minute exam preparation. For others, you may embark on further studies. Whatever the future brings, it is certain that we are now armed with a raft of practical skills and knowledge to carry us through the rest of our working lives. Fellow graduates, good luck for the future. I wish you all the best.
Would all our graduates please rise once more? It is my great honour to welcome you to the alumni of the University of Southern Queensland. The award of a university degree carries many privileges, but like all privileges, it also carries responsibilities. I charge you as graduates of the University of Southern Queensland to use what you have learnt for the betterment of others, yourself and your community. I charge you to use the skills and knowledge you have acquired with rigour and integrity, and to commit yourselves to a program of lifelong learning and discovery. I charge you to remember the lessons USQ has taught you about the worth of others, particularly those who've not had the opportunities that you have had. I charge you to set goals and to continue the hard work that has brought you so far. And in all that you do, I charge you to be deserving of the good name of the University of Southern Queensland. Please be seated.
Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes the formal proceedings. My congratulations once more to all graduates, doctorates and medal winners. But most importantly, thank you to you, the audience, for your attendance, for your courtesy, for your enthusiasm and for your patience. I wish you all a safe return journey to your home. And as we say here at USQ, I wish you all fulfilling lives.
Ladies and gentlemen and graduates, very shortly the academic procession will depart, followed by a procession of our new graduates. I cordially invite each one of you to join the graduates and the academic staff for some refreshments in the quadrangle. If you need any assistance to find the quadrangle, it's in the map on your, the back of your program, or you could ask any of the university staff and they'll direct you. The official graduation photographers will also be available in the university refectory. And remember, it would be most fitting to give the graduates a rousing farewell as they proceed out of the stadium. They've earned it, and they deserve your thunderous applause. So please remain with us as we continue to celebrate this occasion with our new graduates, and please stand for the departure of the academic procession.